Hey y'all, I have a fun event to get to this weekend, but not before I internalize this lesson. Unit 8B, Liberty and Equality, focuses on the American ideal that all men are created equal, and the lessons within the unit will explore the topics of equality, opportunity, justice, and freedom to answer the big question, what is the meaning of all men are created equal? The nature of the topics and the themes explored in this unit lends to diving into some narrative nonfiction stories about real people and true events. Your girl loves narrative nonfiction because you get to dibble and dabble into how the setting, time, place, political climate, cultural and social expectations, gender norms, and all the above influence beliefs, values, motives, and perspectives of the people living in those time periods. Anyway, I digress. Let's get into the lesson. I was born in Tuckahoe, narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass. First, we'll stoke students' curiosities by displaying a picture of the author Frederick Douglass. I'd have them do a hanging hashtag activity where they really analyze the details of the image and create hashtags. Then we'll do book bites. That'll be a preview where students read excerpts from the text and jot down on a T-chart what they think they'll learn about the story on one side and the author on the other. Then we'll introduce the concept of a dramatic reading that includes the display of strong feelings and acting because they will watch Chadwick Boseman's dramatic reading of the selection's opening. Students will watch for two reasons. They'll continue to add onto their T-charts the inferences about the book and the author, and they will also consider how the dramatic reading differs from the text and what dramatic readings deliver that the text cannot deliver. And continue building out the T-chart, letting students reflect on and connect with what they already know about Frederick Douglass or the history of slavery to support their learning. Let students know we're about to do a deep dive into some facts and some feelings. When you're dealing with people telling their own stories, it's typical to get a whole lot of facts and a whole lot of feelings. Brainstorm with students what they might listen for and what they might look for to identify facts, feelings, and experiences in a dramatic reading. Watch the beginning portion of the video again to model jotting down facts, feelings, and experiences on a 3-column table. Have students work in pairs to identify their own examples. Before students share their amazing findings on the facts, feelings, and experiences table, have them reflect on the task they just completed and the benefits and challenges of using a dynamic reading to communicate ideas about slavery. And then have students think about what was communicated in the video that might have been missed in the excerpts they've read. Compare the advantages and disadvantages of the video and the text on a classroom anchor chart. Now that we've stoked students' curiosity and piqued their interest in the text, it's time to model fluent reading for students. Yes, even for middle schoolers, because we don't want any barriers to their ability to gain knowledge. As you read, pause at predetermined intervals so that the students can highlight facts about slavery, personal experiences, and feelings. After the reading, have students stop and reflect on what they believe the single most important thing Douglass could share with us through his narrative, facts, feelings, or experiences, and why. Next, have students work in pairs to share which one they think is most important for Douglass. Then have students try to build consensus in those pairs using evidence. Prepare to close out the lesson by having students reflect on the consensus building process and share with the whole class whether or not they were able to come to a consensus in their pairs. Consider what was easy and what were the barriers to that consensus building. Explore how having historical facts, feelings, and experiences all included in Douglass's narrative impacts storytelling with students. Debrief about the characteristics of the text so that students can identify the genre. Finally, have students use the support of their notes to identify Douglass's purpose for writing the narrative. An upgrade to this lesson is using the double vision video strategy, having students view 5 minutes of the dramatic reading without sound so they can really hone in to Boseman's use of body language and facial expression to perceive emotion. For a little extra seasoning, and you know your girl likes seasoning, you can have students think about the essential ideals of the unit, all men are created equal, and pose the question to students. What connections can be made between what we've read and learned today and the unit's essential ideal and key topics? Okay, y'all, what upgrades will you add to this lesson to bring the learning to life? Share your ideas in the comments. Bye.